Okay, so since all the cool kids are doing narrations in their videos, I thought I'd, give it a shot myself. So you'll have to bear with me here because I'm not used to doing this sort of thing. But so anyways, as you all know, this is my 29. Had it running since April. It's my second tank after my son's 10-gallon beta. It's a little bit overstocked, as you can see, but the fish seem fairly happy. I don't really notice any kind of stressed out behavior. All their colors are good. They don't chase each other hardly at all. Every once in a while, Harlequin will go after some of the others if they bother him while he's trying to sleep. But the gourami is really peaceful. Thank you, Matt, for suggesting that months ago. I love it. And let's look at the tank. It's a little dirty. Cleaning the substrate has been kind of an issue for me. I try to go in there and gravel it as well as I can without sucking too much of it up. Here's my little Otto. He's actually the lone survivor out of the 3 that I started out with. Its 2 buddies kind of just, just passed away just without any reason that I could tell. Tank parameters were all good. Just found them both. Well, one of them I found floating one morning when I got up. The other one exhibited some weird behavior one day. Just started freaking out and zipping around all of a sudden, and then it was over pretty quickly. But he seems to be doing pretty good. He's just munching away there on the substrate. But anyways, going back to the substrate, the black diamond blasting sand was very beautiful when I first put it in there. It was very sparkly, jet black, looked very, very good. And now I don't know if I'm just not doing it right, but I've been trying to vacuum the substrate as well as I can without disturbing it too much. And it just doesn't ever seem to want to come clean, so I do my best. I apologize if it looks really, really dirty, but I do vacuum it. I do vacuum along the surface, just not a whole lot. Anyways, so the rest of the tank, I got my hygros. They're doing pretty well here. This middle group here actually was stretching all the way to the top of the tank. I hacked them off this last weekend. The very tops of the hygros were getting quite a bit of hair algae growing on them. And I just figured instead of trying to fight the algae, brush it off with a toothbrush, that kind of thing, hitting it with Excel, figured it would just be a little bit better and easier just to prune the hygros down a little bit and get rid of those problem leaves. And it seems to be doing fairly well. I haven't really seen the algae coming back, the hair algae. The other algae, it does come back on the rocks every once in a while. I kind of like it. I like the color it gives the rocks. Makes them look a little bit more natural than, the pristine state that they first came into the tank as. And it gives the Ottos and the Amano shrimp something to snack on every once in a while. All these little guys, they think I'm gonna feed them. They like to jump in front of me whenever I try to get up here close to the tank. Anyways, here's my Crypt Wendy's. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I don't really know how to pronounce a D followed by a T very well. But they're turning out pretty nicely. They're starting to get a little bit darker to some of the leaves. They're getting that serrated look along the edges, which I really like. When I first got them, they just kind of had really short, stubby leaves that didn't really have much shape to them. So they're looking pretty healthy. They're getting quite big, especially this guy here in the middle here. I apologize for the coloring of my phone. It's not very good. It kind of makes these things look washed out and brighter than normal. But they're doing very well. This is my water sprite bush that I kind of want to get rid of. You can see that I'm trying to do the moss wall here, and it's right up against the back. I can't really put that new moss wall along the rest of the back of the tank unless I get rid of that guy. And I'm really trying to decide whether or not to just trim it down, try to trim it as far away from the back as I can, or to just pull it out. I don't know if you can see back there, but there's a mess of roots, and they're coming out. You know, they're stretching all the way behind that rock, and I'm just worried if I try to pull that out, it's going to disturb the tank, disturb the substrate a lot. So here's a little gourami, always photobombing right up there in front of the tank. And then here, of course, is the castle that everyone always likes. Gourami, I like it, not gonna lie. And then the moss wall, yeah, that stuff that I got from that one seller is looking really bad. It is kind of growing out a little bit, as you can tell, but the super glue method, didn't really work too well. You can see where some of it fell off in that center panel. And I don't know whether or not I want to try to re-glue that. But anyways, so there's my little introduction of my tank. My Pristellas, Harlequins, Neons, Gourami, and my shrimp, which are all hiding right now. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the tank, and I will see you later.